Welcome back, absolute peasants, absolute peasants. So how you doing? Hope you're all okay. You're back in the world of Sargents, obviously. You know what I mean? Doing some like obviously pretty obviously Michelin sort of shit. Okay, now what we're going to be doing tonight, okay, is we're going to be doing a 3-sauce burger, okay, with French fries. Okay, now when we've done the French fries. I've pre-cut the French fries last night. They've been running and soaking and just keeping themselves clean in water, running them clean, and they're crystal clean. Okay, they're crystal clean. Just like my new socks. I've actually bought some new socks today. Yeah, I've actually bought some actual socks for the first time in I've actually bought some socks. Most of my socks I get from like my aunt or my nan and that, or not now because she's died. But yeah, so okay. Now I actually had this thought a bit earlier because I wasn't going to say this, but then I thought about it and I thought, well, actually, that does have a bit of a thing. A lot of people don't realise is that I have up here is a suction hood, and also over that way I have a fan that blows into the kitchen just to keep me cool, right? And when Pelosi moans about my food being cold because he can't see the steam of it, that's why. So, because I'm smoking it, but you can't see the cigarette smoke much until it gets about here and it just fucks off. So, there we go. But, you know, whatever, what can you say? There's only so many things that the sergeant can do. Okay, there's only so many. My camera's dropped as well, wasn't it? Right, there we go. Sorry about that. You know, I'm still using sellotape and camera and a weight holding it down, and that's all I do. That's all. The boss lent me an actual proper camera from work, but I couldn't use it. It was the wrong height and stuff, and fucking nightmare. Right, so pissed at us first of all. Really pissed. Really pissed. So I've got 2 special oregano fags there kicking out there. We are going to go obviously over Mrs. Dennis's, like, yet again. I mean, I don't know how he does it, but he just really does crack out these absolute smashers. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the egg omelette with cheese, Mr. Dennis, and then fried tomatoes and the mushrooms. Just, it looked delightful, but that proper skill. Like, we're not talking a student who's just come out of fucking university, rolled up and woke up on a fucking Sunday, spent the night before getting pissed on. They don't even get pissed anymore, do they? So it's pretty, I don't know. Fuck knows. Who knows? We don't know, do we? Right, do you know what I mean? So, and you shouldn't want to know either. I mean, you're talking about students. I mean, fuck's sake. So, right, let's get this out of the oven. So, I've just had some lovely crispy bacon there, just bubbling away. Right, well, mildly bubbling away. It cooked a while ago. I took it out and I basically just reheated the oven and chucked it back in. So, is that hot? Yeah, I can't touch it. I can't touch it because it would damage like Sargent's delicate fingers. So I'm just going to crack that on the burger as well, right? But where it goes on the burger, we don't know yet. We haven't discovered them sort of things. Now, one of the interesting things about this video is going to be, apart from obviously all the squad members get to see their leader back in control again. It is a Friday night special, but we're just going to go burger and French fries. It's one of them sort of things. I was thinking about doing fish and chips, but I thought no, I haven't had a burger for quite a while, so I thought I'd get. I mean, I'm still. There's a little bit in me that wants to do, well, Semi wants to do a Thai green curry, but I don't know how I'm going to go about that just yet. That won't be, this will be probably the only video until, because it'll be like my nan's funeral on Monday. I mean, I'm off Tuesday. I could probably do a video Tuesday, I don't know. But it all depends on what my my loyal audience dictates. So it's just one of those things. Right, so I've had these chips. They're in clear water, so. Right, I've got to bring it over and on. That water's clear, isn't it? Right, there's fuck all in it. Right, it's just. It's clear. Like you could drink that if you wanted to. So, right, so what I'm going to do now, there's a few different ways you can do French fries. There's another way, you can brine them, but that is, you can, but you've got to be careful on the length of time you do it. But normally the ways they do it is they like blanch them, take them out, let them dry, like you do when I do my chips, and then whack them back in and fry them. Or you can just fry them, or you can do a double fry. So you can do them things. Now, I've seen, no, you can do a blanch, so you blanch them and all that's in water and then all that shit. And then you take them out on a cloth, let them dry out and cool down, and then whack into hot oil. You can do them that way. And then you can just do a double fry. But the other way you can do them is confit them. So you get a pan like this, loads of duck fat and whatever fat, and you confit fry them on a like about 110, something like that. So I've looked at all the options, and yeah, so I've looked at all the options, okay, and because of obviously my standing in the say like the sunlight of Mitchiness, yeah. I mean, I'm literally the only one. I'm the only one there basking in the sun, yeah, waiting for nobody else is getting the letter, yeah. I don't see Mrs. Tracy bragging about she's got a double O agent coming out there after her from a delivery from Mitchy, yeah. That's not happening, yeah. I'm the only one. I'm the torch bearer. I'm the torch bearer of the squad. You know, the sheep unit, Mr. Pelosi. Shit. Yeah, so whatever you saw there didn't happen, did it? It just didn't happen. There's nothing there. I don't know what you're looking at. There's nothing to fucking see. He's fucking, do you know what I mean? He's like a curse, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's like fucking, oh shit, I've got shit dripping down my cabinet now and I've got to sort that out. Fuck, shit, hang on. Right, so I've done it single man style, just chucked a cloth under where it's dripping, where the beer and whiskey. I've gone for, this is only cider and whiskey. Only a little bit of whiskey because I've got work in the morning, but it's mostly cider. So I'm still like technically, like if Tracy had even me oregano fags, I'm going to have to let that one dry out. So I've got to dry out one of the oregano fags, so I should have it more towards the heat to get it more like dried out quicker. So it's just Sargent logic. So yeah. So right, yeah. So I'll put the bacon there so you can see it. And how's it going? You still with us? Sorry. Oh, I don't know. Right, it's just mad, isn't it? The whole thing's funny as fuck, isn't it? So, right. Anyway, so what I was going to be saying is, when we're doing these sort of videos, and we get to this point in time, we need to start explaining what we're going to try and do. What we're going to try and do. Right? What we're going to try and do. Okay. I'm not saying it's going to work. This is just my theory. Okay. Now, given the fact that we are the leader of the group, okay, and everyone's looking up at us. I know Dennis is out there waiting in the waiting, but he's there. Yeah, he's there in the background. He's going, Sergeant, we know you can do it. We know you can somehow produce such a Michelin situation. Not always, not always. Sometimes we do come down on the side mainly of the rest of our squad members, which are like home cooker YouTuber chefs, yeah, or just home cooker chefs really, to be honest. And we match their situation. Even when pissed, even when absolutely smashed out his face, it's like, You know, so, and massive head as well. Massive head has to squeeze through the front doors of the kitchen. That's always like I've switched the oven on. That's a sign. That is a sign. So what we're going to do, we're going to call it. We're not going to do any of the three things I was chatting about 10, 15, 20 minutes ago. Everyone's going to be forgotten, right? So we're going to be calling it. I need to turn it off. Actually, I can't legitimately call it what I want to call it without it being. Move it into one central place, right? Okay. So anyway, we're not going to blanch them in water. We're not going to double fry them. We're not going to confit them. Oh shit. It's alright, don't worry about it. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to call it Sargents Roll On. Okay, so it's going to be like imagine having like a drag race, but on a roll-on drag race. So you know you both start at about 40 miles an hour in like 5th gear, and then then you just open it up and see who gets there first. So that's what I'm going to call it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the right amount of cutlery. Shit. Oh, fuck's sake. That fucking fucking toe, ow, damn, bastard. So it's fine, it's under control. I don't take the piss or anything. So right, so I'm gonna just strain me chips or me French fries, alright, in water. I'm gonna do that. So we'll give them a shake about shit. Ow. Sit there, don't be a donut. Right, and then we're just going to whack these French fries. Oh shit, I've just dripped them in there. We're going to just chuck them in the oil. Right, we're going to chuck them in. Right, that's it. So that oil's cold. That oil is cold as stones. There's no colder oil in the world. You're going to take that oil to like the Arctic and shit, and it'll be just as cold as it's gone in there. It won't be. It actually probably will freeze actually. Yeah, it just will probably freeze. It won't be like that at all. It'll be like a massive ice block. That's bullshit. So that what I've just said, that's not applicable because that is actually a lie. So right, I'm going to turn this on. So we're going to turn it on to about a 3. So this is what I call rolling the heat on. So, but it's not going to be hot enough to cook them. All right, this is going to be the idea. So we're actually going to do a semi-confit because they're in the oil, blanch because it won't be hot enough to cook them, and then fry. So once they've been blanching for probably quite a while, number 3, it's only a single hob. It's not like a double, like blanch your face off hob. There's no point putting it on there. So there we go. I've got cloth there looking a bit shit. So, where obviously I make a lot of effort into obviously the extremities of the channel. So like you know, helping Mr. Cheek doing that on his upcoming next video. We don't know what it's going to be. He's done a short. I don't watch shorts. I just refuse to do it. If you're going to do a video, do a video. Don't like fuck about. Like do it. I was going to do this last night. And then I thought, no, I couldn't be. I just think you couldn't be bothered, so I didn't. So I'll do it tonight. So do you notice like the smoke don't stay because I've got the extraction fan on? So because I like a tiny bit of white noise and just fills out the. You can hear the music, you know. You can listen to Sargent and obviously Michelin tips. Along the way. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to start to watch the fries as a semi-confit. Not saying it's a full confit or anything like that. Now we've got to start on doing the mix, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out my blue bowl. Something stuck on there. Looks like a bogey. Oh, it's a bogey. I've got a hair attachment. So I just discovered a bogey on the side of my plate. I don't know why that is. That's ridiculous. I'll take the bogey, remove bogey, obviously. I mean, it's extra. I mean, technically, it is actually. I mean, I'm sure if you go on like ChatGPT and say, what are the extra vitamin and mineral dimensions of a bogey? I'm sure there probably are some, really, but that's it. That's entirely up to you. So, right, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out some beef and I'm going to bring out some pork. Now, we can't obviously do what Mr. Dennis can do, obviously, because he's got like the business, right? But what we can do is get the proportions like fairly correct. So I've got beef mince, and the beef mince that I've got, just bring them over, maybe not. I know they're in plastic bags, but don't worry about it. So it is only just normal shop beef mince. It's nothing amazing, absolutely nothing amazing at all, right? So it's about 20% beef fat mince, and in now it's about 12% fat for pork mince. So, and this is where I want to try and get like the ratios roughly right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start to turn the fryer on to about on about a 2. Okay, right. So we need to. I'm going to do a shallot first. The first reason why is because I'm going to find that we need to get a lot of very difficult, different and technical tones to a shallot. Okay, because a shallot is quite a unique situation, right? It's not like an onion or anything like that. So what I want to do is I just want to create some really fine cuts. Now, when I do this, it's going to make it very unstable for me to cut. So what I plan to do is to really cut it very fine and just start from the end and grind your way through. If you've got a really sharp knife, which this is a sharp knife, but it's a tooth knife, so it grabs rather than cuts, really, if you can understand what I'm saying. So okay. So it almost like tears the fibres apart instead of like nicely cutting them. I will have to invest in an actual proper little tiny pair. I don't need any big knives. I really don't. I mean, I could do with actually a sharp. I'm gonna have to get a sharpening kit and just buy some little tiny paring knives. That's all I need really for the food that I do. I don't need. Like Dennis has got like a massive chopper for cutting up like his pork and that. It's alright. I ain't said nothing. I mean, who knows? I don't know. And for cutting up his pork bellies and shit, I don't really need, because I'm not going to be doing like massive like subs of pork bellies. So I'm just going to chuck the shallots in there. They're not badly done. I mean, they could be a lot finer, I must admit, but I'm not going to class this as really like a meat cheat. I'm just going to class it as a different sort of burger that I come up with. So that's why I've called it like the 3 sauces. So put that there. So I've got a little bit of skin in that one. So yeah, so they're not like mega fine, but so there we go. Right, anyway, so this is what I'm going to do. So I need to make quite a large burger. So I'm not going to go for a double stack or anything like that. I'm gonna pat the meat down before I put it in. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I just want to try and dry it out a tiny bit. Right, so this might be, everyone's going to be thinking, oh, that's a bit weird, but you'll see why in a minute. So, right, so we have got a lot of fat into this. I mean, it is only like just a basic mince, okay, but it's the proportion that we do. So we're going to go for about 57% beef, put the rest of that back in. I don't think I'll need it. And then in here we've got the pork fat. Right, so that is slightly more wetter. So just want to take a little bit of the, so it's slightly easier to work with. So we've got about 57 to maybe touching, yeah, about 57% beef, and I want the rest of it, whichever that is, as pork, because that's where a lot of flavour is going to come from and a lot of fat. So we're almost touching like the same amount of beef. There's not that much in it, right? So it's almost 50-50. Yeah, so if that's 57, so we've got 43% pork, and that's roughly, I'm trying to just squeeze it into the freezer of this spout, right? That's where amazing bits of food and shit go to die, basically. So, okay, so there we are. Right, so, okie dokie. So, I'm going to turn this down to about a 1. I just want to get that pan ready. It's all about being ready with your equipment, yeah? It's a bit about being able to proselytise and utilise all your varied aspects of different situations. So, okay, now obviously being a Mitchie, I will know this, and it takes sometimes a lot of dedication and skill, and a bit of beerage as well. So, anyway, right. So now we've got this in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a bit of Old Bay. So now an Old Bay, this is a nod to, obviously, I can't get it opened. Right, hang on a minute. Right, okay, I've got it open now, so that's a fucking nightmare. So I'm going to whack in, not too much, about a quarter of a teaspoon of Old Bay. We don't want to go too mental because there's a lot of things we're putting in it, alright? So this is going to help. Okay, garlic granules, standard. Right, nothing amazing. A decent capful. In. Okay. So, right, onion granules, standard. In. Okay, now starts getting slightly different now. Okay, cayenne pepper, not mega different. I'm not saying it's revolutionary, because it ain't. In. Okay. It's going to give it a bit of bite, a little bit of tang. Okay, a little bit of a ooby dooby round the fucking older hanging two fellas downstairs. Do you know what I mean? Right, we're going to whack the French fries up to about a 5. We're just going to start to ease a few things in. I'm getting ready for oilification at the moment, if I'm honest. So I'm going to remove the bacon. I don't need that now. The bacon is now looking like on a burger. Imagine that on a burger, right? There's 3 bits of them. They're fucking lush as fuck. Don't need to be flat and all that bollocks. That's just like, oh, it does me brain in. So it's just, oh, send it. If it looks good, send it. You know what I mean? So, right. Okay. I'm just gonna I'm trying to, I mean, I don't need to. What I'm trying to do is basically uplift my people, yeah. Because I'm protective of my people, yeah. I love them to bits, you know. I worry about when Mrs. Tracy's out there rampaging across the interlands in a red van thing with a hubby, yeah. Okay. All sorts of things can happen. Big hurricanes and thunderstorms could come in, and Mr. Dennis down there in Australia, massive heat. It's their summer now, yeah. You know, you might get too hot for the old fucker, you know what I mean, the old geezer. Might have to sit down and, have a moment. We don't know, do we? You know? Starts trying to go out there and do some business on his porch and his Australian shorts and knobbly knees and pulled up white socks and fucking sandals and business and hat and ponytail. It's amazing shit. Right, okay, we're now going to whack in some, not unexpected as well, paprika. Nothing amazing, yeah. Just usual fodder for usual blodder. Or brother. Okay. Now we're going to start pimping up a little bit with a little bit of parsley. Okay. This is not really going to do much to flavour. I'm going to put 2 in, but it is going to help on texturality. Okay. It's going to help on inflammation and desamination. Okay. I'm going to whack in a little bit of salt, just a bit of table salt. A nice bit of white pepper. I'm going to go for. And what we're going to do now is, while we got these French fries, literally just going through the process, okay, literally starting to realise they're thinking to themselves, you know, we were finding that water bath as sliced up French fries, and now we're in oil that's starting to get quite warm. So we're going to whack it up to about a nice 7. It's going to start to get toasty, okay. So they've had time to like semi-blanch. We're going to get them to very tiny bubbles, and then we're going to take it back down, probably to about a 5 or a 6. That's when things will start to get interesting for the said French fries. Okay, so with the burger mince, okay, so I know I should have done this, I'm not really using this, am I? Should have done this on the platform, but yeah. Right, and there we go. So yeah, so right, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to close the door there. So just drifting away there, listening to the music. So just like. Just pontificating life at the moment. So right, okay. So we've got the beef and pork mixture here now. So we've got the shallots in there, the paprika, all the things. Now we're just going to do is just going to gently grind it and mix it in with our hands as best we can. Now, like I said, there's not a lot we can do. I mean, I know I've got loads of that steak from work, like in the freezer, but that I could sort of maybe bodge my way around. Doing what Dennis does with that, with the whizzers and the things I've got, but it's going to be very, very difficult. So, I mean, with that grinder, he can just like, you know, literally create his own mince. It's you know, he can go and buy whatever joint he wants. I've got no idea what joints of beef have gone into this, or the pork. It could be anything, yeah, and it probably is. It probably is. Right, okay, so that's the beef mince. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to just roll it up into a bowl. Anyway, you can't really see it because I've got my hands in the way. So it is going to be, I'm going to have to cut the burger down. I can't use all this as a burger, but I'm not going to do it to him now. I'm just going to leave it. So right, okay. So we can see the nice flecks of green in there. Okay. Right, the French fries are literally only just starting to come to life. Okay. There we go. So that's going to be my mixture. So, you know, it'll be what it'll be. You know, it'll be what it'll be. You know, we're not adding. You know, we haven't got that grinder. We can't do what Mr. Dennis can and has the potential to do. Okay, the potential to be able to do that. Okay. He's got the knowledge, he's got the equipment, he's got the skill set, he's even got the ponytail. Yeah. So with that, what we're going to do is the French fries are going to have to take a number of time to re-elaborate their Michelin Masters enthusiasm and literally weather that I can crave for these French fries. Okay, it's my masterage over them. Okay, the beef, that's going to do what it's going to do. We want them flavours to marinate with themselves. We are going to whack that in the fridge. I'm just going to gently cover it with a cloth. I want to keep the meat as cool as possible. Okay, so that goes in. It doesn't only go into the fridge, but it does go into the fridge of absolute impossible dreams, and if only you could see it, you'd be amazed. Yeah, it's just one of them sort of situations. I'm not bragging because I never ever brag. Yeah, even though I'm having to carry a massive special crate on me nut, right, to stop me head from tipping to one side because it's so fucking absolutely mind-bogglingly massive. Yeah. It's nothing to do with that at all. And anyone that suggests that is fucking shame. Absolute fucking shame on a fucking lot of you, right? Because the sergeant always knows what he's doing, yeah? Even in specifications, yeah, you can always rely on sergeant cracking out an absolute fucking well thought out Michelin dingle fucking dinger, yeah? Not a dingle dinger, but a dingly ringer fucking dingle fucking dinner, yeah? With that, I'm going to call this, we're going to check the time, how long have I been talking utter nonsense for? I can't say. I mean, my eyesight's completely fucking gone. Right, hang on a second. Well, I've got about 31 minutes, which is acceptable at the moment, right? So, I know sheep unit's got the capacity to do like 150. I think my maximum is probably about touching 120, yeah, and then it's all going to go lights out after that, yeah. So most people thinking, fuck for that, yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do, so I can't do it. So what we're going to do, we are going to call, I'm basically going to say to everyone, get into the kitchen, get the beers out, whatever the fuck you're doing, get your hot chocolate on, cozy up to your hubby, put the floppy boob that's fell out for some strange reason while you're on the couch, whack that away. Don't play with it, right? It's not worth it, right? It just debauches you, and then you just get, it's a nightmare, right? And it just gets like an internal habit. It's got to be done every day. It's fucking aggravation. And that means I'm talking about like putting your laundry and your dishcloths away. Yeah, they've got to be stacked routinely. Right. Anyway, after all that, we're watching the chips. The burger's marinated, the meat's marinating for anyway. What I do with the assemblage, which is basically what after this plate's going to be about, really, and the actual process of us cooking, or me, not you, you're doing fuck all. I'm doing all the fucking work. You're doing jack shit. Yeah, absolutely nothing. The best you can do is put that cursor over that little thumb thing. But most people don't do that, so fuck them. So I'm only joking. Right. Anyway, that one's gone. That oregano fag's gone out. I've got this one. This is the one that was soaked with beer. Right, nice. Right. Have a break, have a Kit Kat, and I'll see you in a fucking bit. Right, okay. Obviously, we're just swoosing in. I mean, I'm actually really wanking now. So, okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to start. So the pan's been heating up like a legend. Okay. We're just going to naturally disseminate our roll. The roll we've gone for is just a plain burger bun roll. It's fine. It should be alright. I know what I'm doing. I can cut it on this Joe. I'm going to go for this sort of technique. I'm going to go for the sideways technique. Oh, Jesus shit. Alright, you might have slightly... It's alright, it's fine. It's fine. I've created a roll that's got... it's got properties that we're all going to recognise. It's fine. It's a bit flimsy, but we're going to toast it up, okay? We're going to give it just a mild toasting. The French fries are coming along lovely. They're now starting to just float about willy-nilly, really. So I'm going to just leave them in there. So the roll, don't worry about that. That's fine. I need something to put it on. So we'll just put it on a plastic plate. That's fine. I can do it. There's nothing in there. Okay, that's a summer heat. Right, okay, I need to do the burger. I need to do the burger now. So here we go. So what we're going to do is basically I'm going to turn the fries up to about a 9. I need to start just getting on with them sort of things. Now, I have got updates from, and I literally got them about, when was it now? 12 minutes ago. We had a Mitchie meeting about Double Agent 127, Jamel Jenkins with robotic arms. He had an overnight stay on the Isle of Wight. Okay. He had an overnight stay on the Isle of Wight, and the mayor of the Isle of Wight introduced him to a recent football game with Portsmouth FC. He wasn't really impressed with it, to be honest. He liked the atmosphere, but he just wanted to get on with the mission, and was released back into, I think, the Sargents. Now, my calm hysteria is betraying a very anxiety situation. Okay. Now, it was released back into the sea. He had a bit of an illegal battery recharge at that point, and I wasn't happy with that. But I thought to myself, under the circumstances, we need to. We've got to think about the other agents that have died, okay? Because they've all died in tragic ways, from Double Agent 112 to where we are now, Double Agent 127. Okay, Jamel Jenkins, renowned as a hero, and we don't know yet. We don't know. Anyway, so he was advised to swim out from the Solent, or the bit down on the Isle of Wight, and then into the English Channel, and then up the road was a not a very tiny hamlet, okay, but it's very important place to the sewerage industry, okay, and it's where they can distract a lot of their overspill of shit, basically shit and piss, and they can also, what they do every now and again is they retract and suck in the sea into the start of the network. It's where basically the main actually network of the UK sewage system actually exists. So all we got was an email. NASA was on it with one of its drones, giving it surveillance situations, and Double Agent 120. I'm getting concerned now, so I'll just turn these right down now. I'm getting concerned. Basically, Double Agent 127 refused to swim up in the middle of the actual English Channel, and decided to swim up the side of the beaches, and he got sucked into this a massive tunnel that runs underground called Bridgelington Bumcrack. It's a tiny hamlet, no one knows about it, but it's there. So there we go. Right, okay, so I need to just really keep an eye on the French fries. I'm getting mildly concerned. I'm going to turn them right down just to be specialisation. Right, we're going to bring it. We're basically going into assemblification now. So I'm just keeping. I've got eyes. I have got eyes on the French fries. So don't worry about that. So I want this to be a decent sized burger. So I'm going to do it. I'm not gonna go. I don't want to go too mitchy. I want to try and go like handheld, really. So it's a different form of doing things. You just want to pat the ball round in your hands, okay, and then we're just going to squish it. Right, I'm going to use this bit. So here we go. I'm just going to squish the shit out of it, and then I'm going to just form it. I'm going to stay away from any form of flour. I am keeping a massive iron of the actual fries. We're just going to use our hands to do this now. So just want to try and get a round edge onto the burger itself. And it is gonna topple out, so, and we're just gonna whack it in. That's it. Okay. Right, now on the French fries, I'm gonna call them basically done. So I've got nothing. I've got nothing organised on the French fries. I know I need an actual proper business on that. That's going to go in there. There's a lot of but these are probably, in my experience, these are probably going to go a bit soggy quite quickly. So what I'm going to try and do, they look a little bit, they are French fries, but they're not really. So I don't think the Sargent roll-on has actually worked very well, because I can see a lot of like darker patches on the French fries, which means that it hasn't worked. So, but it was just an experiment, it really was. So what I'm going to do is in here, I'm just going to put in some garlic powder. I'm going to do the same, onion granules, quite a bit of that. But I'm going to go for a tiny bit of sea salt, and then I'm just going to chuck these in. I don't think they're going to be like triple mega crispy, I'm stating that, so it's not like everyone's going, oh, the Sargents pretending that they're going to be like amazing, they're not, right? Have a little look, I'll have a little taste test. They're quite soft. Yeah, nah. Okay. Look. But they're nice, they're very tasty, but they're not a French fry. Okay, they're very soft still. So there's loads of moisture in there, so the roll-on strategy has definitely not worked. Okay, so I need to get a move on now. So we're literally in the Sargent's kitchen. Right, we're literally cooking Sargent's style. So I'm going to whack the thinly cut rolls into the oven just to lightly warm up. I've got a burger going on. I need to be flipping the burger, and I've got flimsy flip ups. So we go. That's all right. So we just want a nice little bit of colour on that. We don't want to go too deep on this, okay? I'm going to just quickly turn the microwave on for no reason at all. Okay, and then we're now going to start to get the greens sorted out. Okay, so we've got some this is a different lettuce I've done the other night that no one saw. So okay, so we've got a little, I wouldn't say this is baby gem, I'd say it's slightly bigger than baby gem, to be honest. So it's like a bigger brother of baby gem. So it's like a baby gem, you know, saw his big brother grow up, didn't go too well, and then he had a chance to sort it out, and he went to the gym and he did. So I've got to somehow try and cut some onion. I'm really pissed, so okay, so I do want to stipulate that point. That is like a huge, it's not only I'm really pissed, you know, it's the reason why it all goes out on over 18s only. So So like if you do discover my amazing channel, you're actually quite privileged. So I hope you realise that. So right, okay, there we go. Right, that there. Right, I'm going to just play it up now. So I'll turn anything off. That's it. I'll put that over there for a minute, and I'll see. It's not going to be it'll be a live plate up, but you'll see what I mean. Right, okay, we're going a little bit off camera here, so behind the scenes. So basically what I've decided to do with the French fries, because they're not technically up to the standard of what you'd even remotely call French fry, we are going to go for basically cheesy chips. So I've got some proper, actually this is hardcore English cheddar. So I want to go for a bit of that. It's going to be a bit lumpy. So this is, yeah, so I would do this off camera sometimes. So like if I'm being like proper like Sargents sneaky skills, yeah, because like obviously like sometimes when you are in the Michelin of ability or spotlight, which I clearly am, a lot of yous aren't, that's just how it is. I know Dennis is trying, he's cracking up. Oh yeah, he's an egg omelette. He's done an egg omelette, so this was amazing. The egg omelette had a nice bit of tannage on it. I like that. And then, but sadly, the only thing I was disappointed in was like the actual like taste test skills. So I wanted to see a nice bit of I saw a bit of like getting it in there and really meeting it to its core to get a proper review. So that's what we're talking about, right? So, but overall, I would say technically not a bad fucking omelette, right? I mean, you're going to do an omelette, you probably want to go, you know, at the end of the day, Mr. Dennis is renowned with eggs, okay? I know Mrs. Tracy and Mr. Allen has got, you know, skills with eggage ability, okay? And I'm not one to describe on that at all, okay? But it is true, okay? You know, he's got skills on schnitzels, he's got skills on loads of shit. It's fucking mental, okay? So there we go. Right, so I'm going to just grind this red Leicester in. I was actually expecting, I mean, I might be blowing false rumours around right at the moment, right? I was actually expecting a sheep unit video today, because he might be a little bit respectful, because it's been like my nan's funeral on Monday. And he might say, because I think I've done it with Dennis, I just staved off, do you know what I mean? So, right, okay, so I've done that, so we've got red Leicester, I've put it out there, I've just done it just in case. Right, I've done it on, we might not even need it, okay, I'm going to put these cheeses back into the fridge of you wish, basically. Okay, we're now going to put out some stuff and hope it's alright. Okay, nice. Just bring out the burger. Right, that is cooked because it is like sizzling and shit. So there we go. Right, I'm gonna do something, and it's in a second. Right, okay, here we go. Right, the actual burger buns needs to go in. Like really quickly. If I burn these, I will actually eat my own face off. Right, okay, so here we go. Right, I don't know what I'm doing. My name's Food, so welcome to the channel. I'm going to place a plate there. I need to get the chips in. There's things in the oven, and I don't know where the chips are. They're there, right. So this is what I'm going to do. I mean, I think they're okay. I mean, they're not. I mean, they are mega flavourful, but do you want me to put some cheese on them? I'm just going to put all that shit on, so fuck it. Right, I'm going to put some cheese on them. Do you reckon that'd be a good idea, or I just want to put them in a sort of like upright position? Something like that. Right, and I was going to sprinkle some cheese on there and then just whack it under the grill. So we do that. So let's have a look. Right, so this is it here. This is the cheese. I'm just going to do that. So I just want to see what happens. So we've, at the bottom we've just got like a sea of cheese. It's mental. I know, I've got loads of clear up to there alright, so right, okay. That's that. We're going to take that out. So I'm going to take the burger buns out. We've just got them in time. Like they are nicely toasted. And it's literally the French fries. I'm going to put them right at the bottom because they are way too high for that. Okay, I'm worried about this bowl breaking, really. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Okay. I can't do nothing about the leave all that stuff. So right, okay, here we go. So I'm gonna go. Right, I've just knocked over most of me little condiment bits there. Right, okay, bastard. Right, okay, here we go. We are wankers, so we are going for it. This is mental. So let's do it. Okay, we're gonna go mayo. So it's a 3-sauce burger. Loads of mayo. Loads of mayo. Right, don't be frightened of the mayo. Right, next stage, the top of it, I'm going mustard. I'm going to go English mustard. Nice, and don't be shy of it as well. I want to feel it, right? When I whack that on, I want to feel that mustard sauce. Nice. I even lick the spoon. I even lick the knife as well. Okay, right. I'm going to put this very enlarged baby gem lettuce on. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm just going to whack it on there. So, right, okay, I'm going to check the fries. Okay, here we go. Right, we're going to go onion. Loads of onion on there. Loads and loads of onion. Now, I'm going to put on the actual burger itself. Okay, so there we are. Right, now we're going to whack on the cheese. Okay, so going to go with a Ganoa, a Gouda cheese. So that's how we're going to go. That's how we're going to roll this. Right, they're done now. The fries are probably done. Take them out. They are cheesy and slightly touched by the blessings of the someone else. So, I mean, we could whack some. Be interesting to see if I can do it in time. Actually, because this cheese that we've got is very stringy, so if I slice it up really quickly. can I save this cheese? The fries. That's literally what I'm looking at. I'm trying to save my own fries. Okay, that's fucked. Cheese there, bollocks. I mean, who knows? Well, it might melt, who knows? Right. Okay, so here we go. What we're going to do now is I'm going to lay my cheese. Okay, I'm laying me ground. Okay, I'm going to do it now. I'm trying to save my French fries. They don't look great. I mean, they probably taste alright. We are not going to be doing a photo of this particular burger. We are just going to go straight into it and do a taste test. So, okay. So I'm going to go for the bacon. And before we put the tomato on, I'm going to whack on third sauce, which is tomato ketchup. So we've got the 3 favourite sauces that Dennis likes: mayonnaise, mustard, and tomato ketchup. We know that he loves it. Yeah. We know that he thrives on a bit of ketchup. He loves it, mate. He does. He really does. Okay, now. Okay, so we're going a little bit tribal on this one. It's starting to turn into a bit of a shit show, to be honest with you, but you know, sometimes the videos, especially on a Friday night, it's like that Friday night vibe. Does Sargent give a shit? Nah, of course he fucking don't. He's just feeling he's wankered. He don't know what. I started that Friday, it's Thursday actually, but sorry about that. But anyway, he's just chucking gherkins on there. Right, Sargent's going AWOL, right, he's got the washing machine on, you know, he's gotten older and he's gotten a bit bolder, so, okie dokie, right, here we go. So we've got that shit there, that is mental, and we've got the mustard on there, the third sauce. We're going to crack it on, like that. And I make sure it's semi squared up before we do anything. Okay, we ain't got to do nothing to the cheese, but what we can do now is just to really sick it off. Okay, we're going to put the burger in the centre, because I know that there's someone on here that likes it in the centre. I don't know what that means, but it sounds a bit weird. But right, okay, so we're going to whack on some butter. We're going to whack it on, there we are, a bit of butter, nice. And then, what can we do now? What can we do? What is Sargent preparing? Yeah, it's dripping off and everything. Right. I'm going to whack on some poppy seeds and bleeding sesame seeds. Yeah, have fucking some of that, mate. Have some of that, eat my burger. Yeah. I'm going to fucking get a thing, I'm going to stick a fork in it. That is done, mate. Quality and ability. Now, sometimes them qualities and abilities always come out of nowhere, yeah. We don't always decide for it. Yeah, I might eat a bit of cheese. Because I'm just, you know, glancing down my bit. Even the paprikas fell over in amazement, yeah. Can't believe it, yeah. Sometimes the Sarge, you know, can be disproved and unimproved and disproved and all that sort of bollocks, but at the end of the day, yeah, when you're dealing with Sargent, you are generally like 85% of the time dealing with quality and ability. So I'm just going to whack this in. I'm going to spread that over a little bit. I'm going to put on a little bit more cheese and then we're going to whack it in the oven. Right, okay, so there we go. So we're now going to take the fries out of the oven. I mean, I could add I'd like to add a bit more cheese, but yeah, it's fine. It'll do. The cheesy, they're soft. They're going to be like pretty gooey. I mean, you know, I'm going to whack on a little bit of sriracha mayonnaise, or sriracha mayonnaise, just to give the fries a little bit of a fighting chance of looking semi-decent, okay? So a little bit of flashness, and then, yeah, I mean, you can't, I mean, that's called proper meat cheap. So, I mean, skillage, ability, all in one package. I mean, you know, what can we do? I mean, we've got abilities going on here, so. Right, that's the burger. So, okay, if anyone says, oh, well, I can't see the burger, but anyway, at the end of the day, it's in there, mate. We've all seen it being made. We can't, there's no guess hat clauses. There's no, oh, well, Sargent fucking blah, blah, blah. It's cold. It's not fucking cold. It's fucking lush as fuck, you fucking lunatic. So, and we've got this concoction of cheese. So we're going to do, oh, there we are there. Everyone's going, what the shit is that? And I would agree. Okay, it is literally what the shit is that. But when I eat it, it'll be alright. So, we're not doing, yeah, we're not going to do it as a pinpoint video where we just go into it. We're just going to do it and cut into it and see what, and just basically see what Sargent thinks of it. Yeah, so fucking hell, let's do it. Let's take the plate of amazement off. And let's crack on. Let's do the French fries first. So I'm just interested in seeing if they're shit or really shit or whatever, right? So So here we go. So I'm just going to get a cloth because I know that bowl is well hot. So it's all coming up. Yeah, it's all coming up in one clump, so that's not good. So if we get a clump, if we can get a clump off and have a taste, then fucking right. Look at the state of that. Look at the state of that. Fucking hell. Yep, they're pretty shit. They're pretty shit. So that roll-on pan oil situation did not work. They're still soft as fuck. The cheese just great. The cheese cap on top of it. Not happy with that. But that's a fail. That is a fail. So the French crispy, yeah, they're not happening. But it's still nice to eat. I mean, if you're pissed late at night and you've got nothing to eat, then yeah, fucking lovely. Knock yourself out, but no. Okay, right, the actual burger itself, let's do it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to, I need to make sure I've got the right equipment, which I haven't got. Hopefully that's, right, okay, here we go. So I'm going to cut it right down the middle. I'm going to hold it still. So I'm going to cut it right down the middle. And we're just going to see what shit we can see, really. Right, so look. Right, so this makes a better representation. Okay. Right, there we go. So it's nicely cooked. Like the burger is actually quite nice in that. So this is going to be the only view we're going to get because I'm not doing a zoom in situation because I've already ruined the dish, obviously. So we've just done that with butter and peppered the bits on. So, but it is, I mean, it's a monstrous burger. I mean, it's going to be fucking lush anyway, but... Right, so I'm going to leave that. I'm going to just eat this one. So the base is like literally... The base is literally disintegrated. There's no base, it's gone. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to say is, so I'm literally reviewing my own burger, right? Okay. So the meat is slightly dry. Okay, I think I've overcooked the burger, 100%. The sauces are making up and coming up from behind, making up the flavour. The disintegration of the bun underneath is not acceptable. Okay. I like the idea of the fresh onion, the shallots in the burger are nice, and the rest of it is probably amazing. Okay. Now, I'd say I've slightly overcooked the burger. I got distracted by trying to do French fries with my new technique that hasn't worked at all. So we tried the Sargent roll on, roll off technique. Yeah, getting it up there, couffing it into Michelin abilities and then expertisely frying it. Hasn't worked at all. Disaster. This is going to inhibit my Michelin delivery ability letter. I know it will. Okay. There's a Friday night special. Yeah. To all you lovely dirtbags. Yeah. To all the people that always comment, yeah, missed someone in the last one, not mentioning. Sometimes we win and sometimes we lose. And on this occasion, we've done a meal, I'll munch it, it'll be amazing, but for you lot, I've got higher standards and higher expectations. We're going to call this Sargent's 3-sauce burger. Fail or not, we'll eat it, you'll watch it, appreciate it, learn from it, and we'll all dine together in another time. For now, call this Sargent's 3-sauce burger. Lush, beautiful, just not quite what we wanted from it. This is part 1, done. See you in fucking another time. Love you all, be good.